The precondition, program-wise, is a play. Okay, I have my notebook in front of me, so sometimes I'm taking my eyes off. It's because I have notes. Very simple. Is playing, meaning that let's say, let's take myself for example, it's the easiest. I don't do triathlons, and like this particular period when I'm recording the video, I don't have any triathlon coming. However, I want to sustain my skill of swimming. So for me is a precondition of a skill. Yeah, I know how to swim, but if I won't do it, I'll basically forget it. Okay, you don't use it, you lose it. As simple as. So now within my kettlebell training and my hybrid barbell training, I go and swim and I play, meaning there is no crazy workouts, there is no crazy equipment, there are no complex protocols of intervals, there is nothing. There is only between 1 to 1.5 kilometers. When I just, like, I can use my paddles, I can use my swim buoy, and I just freestyle. I just practice to push myself against the water and maintaining the posture. This is it. So in my overall training, playing with the precondition of a skill is not interfering and don't diverse, okay, does not collide with my main lifts, because basically in pool I am recovering. Okay, I swim, it's what, 20 minutes in the water, then some sauna, it's my day off. But my skill is crisp, and the moment there is a triathlon and I'm signing up, it changes. I automatically reprioritizing everything I do. So if you guessed by now, kettlebells and barbells went down, running, cycling, swimming went up, all right, as easy as. But I have my precondition to build upon. So the first phase of a skill, okay, this is playful mode. And we take, upon a year, you have a timeline where you're playing. You're saying, all right, for these 3 months, I want to tackle running this spring that is coming. If you're living in America, if you live in Canada, in countries where winter is rough and you cannot run outside, you're saying, you know what, I'm going to play on a treadmill. Okay, so I can start running in 3 months from now, 4 months. So we have, you see, we took a period and we broke it. Okay, this is what is called periodization. I am periodizing my goals, okay? Then it comes the core lifts. So let's say I have a triathlon, I begin to swim. Now I introduce volume and I introduce some degree of intensity in it. Okay, so now my skill, okay, becomes something I actually train. Right? So if before I played and I couldn't care less, I don't even consider it part of my program, now the precondition becomes a program. All right? So something must go down. All right? And I'm practicing. So I'm loading, meaning I must recover from it. All right? The moment I begin to load, I must take recovery into consideration, because it will influence, not mess if you're doing something randomly, it will influence all of like the rest of my training. And then again, it's a period, okay? And it can stay like this. The next and final step, which is the complexity, it takes me to specialization. Meaning, okay, it's something for you to choose. Okay, I can stay with my precondition and core skill as my training, or I can begin to specialize. Meaning, I am prioritizing swimming, for example, as top priority, meaning I become a swimmer, not necessarily pro. I become a swimmer. This is what I do. Open water, closed water events, competitions for my own sake, all right? But I am a swimmer, and everything around it comes to support it. Look around in your gym. You have the powerlifting guys. I do in my gym. This is what they do. They do some other stuff, but they're powerlifters. Okay, core powerlifter. They are specializing in the 3 main lifts. This is the last section of the skill development. Before they have learned, they studied, they understood how bench, squat, deadlift is done. Okay, the joints, the mechanics, the angle, the pushing the floor, how to flex. Boom. The moment they got it, plates. Right? Same for me. If I'm lifting kettlebells, I'm a Girevoy, and this is my main thing. So this is what I do, and everything else is around. Okay, so if you want to become if parenting again is your main thing, then developing this huge career, right, takes again programming and very smart prioritization. Because it's highly unlikely that you can become a parent and this is your specialization. That's it. My English is done. My jaw is dead. Specialization, and at the same time being a vagabond, not being in your home for 8 months of a year. Okay, you don't become a parent like this. Right? Sorry, you become a parent by day in and day out being with your kids. If you want to specialize in parenting, okay, not become a parent, sorry. So this is how you program. We take some skills, can take 4 weeks. So I'm saying, okay, I'm beginning to run. 4 weeks, I invest not in running. You don't go volume and intensity. You play with it. I run just to understand how I land, how I put my foot. Okay, then after 4 weeks, you're saying, okay, I have an event, my first 10 kilometers, I am taking 12 weeks, which is enough, and I begin to practice the core skill, right? And then you ran it, fine, okay, I can go back lifting, pumping, whatever, okay? Then, if it's something that clicks, you can begin to specialize, and you become a runner, a trail runner, marathon runner, whatever, and you run. Okay, you run, you do everything to support, but you run. And here's the thing. What we choose doesn't label us for life. So I can be a runner for a year, for 2 years. Then I am saturated. And I'm saying, all right, I now want to become a lifter, a Girevoy, a swimmer, right? Whatever. So running becomes precondition, it becomes play. I don't even structure, I just go and I run for fun, nothing to it, back home, boom, done. And you begin the whole journey again. So what I'm telling you now, we can live many lives within our single time span, being lifters, being swimmers, being parents, being entrepreneurs, and successful to the degree business owners, being vagabonds, and being jungle survivor, whatever. It just needs to be smartly, okay, and structured upon the time frame. And yes, I come and I say before, what you do on a platform, you do in your day-to-day life. So first you need to understand, and this is something you learn by experience, how you can plan for 6 months up to a year, that you divide, and you're saying, okay, these 3 months I'm devoting to this 3 months I'm devoting to that. And then, because it's very feasible and it's immediate, you can go and structure the 10 years span of your life, because it's the same, just a little bit bigger. And before I say goodbye, just a final note. In periodization, when I have my further goal planned ahead, I begin to merge, okay, like introducing skills in specializing period. Meaning, okay, I know we start with swimming, let's keep swimming, right? Like I have my triathlon or half Ironman, okay, or full Ironman, and I'm saying to myself, I want to take my time to have fun with it. I don't want to devote myself in a year and doing only that. It's like I want to build it slowly, okay, playing around, building, and then prioritizing it. So I begin to run. So I had my precondition of running, let's say 4 weeks, and now I'm taking my 3-month, 12 weeks period to run, to gain the speed, the tempo, to gain the volume in running, to get the specific aerobic endurance for, okay, longer running. And this is my 3 months. Within 3 months where I run, I can play with swim, because swim will come next as specializing. So you see, here I have my running, and here I'm playing with swim. I run and I go to the pool to just get used to it, okay, to learn. Then when I'm done my running, swimming becomes the core. I begin to swim again, volume, tempo, really swim workouts where I need to recover from, and running comes as a play. In this case, play means sustaining the conditioning that I achieved in my previous block. So I just run for fun. Let's say I achieved 10 kilometers of running. I keep running between 6 to 8 kilometers in my swimming block. Okay, so now I finished my swimming block and I go to my cycling block, because the weather is great and I can really cycle outside, because this is what triathlon is. You need to cycle outside. So in that case, when I'm cycling and I'm training cycling, I have the running and the swimming here as a play. Okay, I'm playing, I'm sustaining what I gained in running. I'm sustaining what I gained in swimming, not working out, just coming and doing. So the fourth block, okay, and I'm out of your screen now, the first block will be the triathlon style specialization, 12 weeks where I basically train as a triathlete, going, improving in the 3 all together simultaneously. All right, this is how we roll. This is how we periodize. This is how we build a structure, a long-term process. And now it took you a year, 3 months for running, 3 months for swimming, 3 months for cycling, it's 9 months, and 3 months for the whole triathlon. Now it's an example for somebody that want to take this really light and fun and keep his lifting a little bit. So you will see your triathlon skill and your lifting skill. And your triathlon skill within a year will slowly go up because there is triathlon there. And your lifting will slowly go down into sustaining mode. Okay, you will still lift very low. Okay, you will play around the weights that you gain. Okay, lifting low doesn't mean lifting empty barbell. So if you've deadlifted 300 kilos, you may deadlift 150, around 200 kilos, which is huge respect, but it's far from your max. So for somebody who deadlifts 300, 200 is basically almost 50%. It's almost nothing. But you sustain the level of strength because within a year, okay, your triathlon and your lifting will do the same thing in reverse. So this is how you prioritize lifting, and this is exactly how you prioritize living, but on the 10 years scale. Thank you for watching. Take care. I'll see you in the next episode.